There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Hello everyone, it is Golden Self here, and we are not starting a new game. We are testing what our stats would be if we had picked Conjuration instead of Enchanting as a major skill. I've been looking into Enchanting as a thing to do, and it does not seem like it's really going to be worth us learning, considering we don't need another skill to help us with, especially not as a major skill. We are going to make money from alchemy. Enchanting is a more, you can make more per individual item, I guess, maybe, but it's not really, considering we already have that. We don't need to diversify it in particular. So we're going to go ahead and just go through exactly the same way we did before, making the same character, except we're going to take the Conjuration class, Conjuration as a major skill in the class selection instead of Enchanting.
You finally arrived.
Yes, yes.
Our records don't show full way.
I have a screenshot of my stats from earlier that we can use to compare. So we are a Breton. May as well, it doesn't matter, but we'll go ahead and change the sex too, because that's what we do. And also because the other character is, and we might as well make all else be equal. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office. And okay, out of the way. I'm sort of rushing through this because I don't have a lot of hard disk space, but I want to see if we can do this quickly as kind of a little interlude episode before the next one. Probably I'll release this on the same day as the next episode, and you can skip to the next one if you want, because I don't think I'm going to get anything done here besides change the stats. This is just in the interest of full disclosure, to show you. I'm pretty dang sure I'm going to do this, and I just kind of want to get the numbers. We had willpower, I believe, and intelligence. Major skills, destruction, alteration. I have the list. I kind of already memorized it. Illusion, mysticism, and not enchanting, but rather conjuration. Much more useful for us. Something we would much rather have good stats in. Alchemy, and I have the screenshot just in case I need it. Alchemy, and then we had a bunch of thievy type stuff. Short blade, marksman, sneak, right, which includes pickpocketing, okay, and I don't want to get mixed up with security, and also restoration. Just to be sure, let's check our screenshot wherever it is. Here it is, okay. Okay, destruction, alteration, illusion, mysticism, enchanting, alchemy, short blade, destruction, alteration, illusion, mysticism, enchanting. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Come on, game. Okay, illusion, mysticism, concentration. This is correct. This is correct, and this is gonna be magic, steely guy. Actually, you know what? Let's just call it MSG. Class description, we will do that when we do the real one. Okay.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned.
And you
were
can
born
check, of
under
course,
a
yourself
certain
by just
sign.
going back and pausing the video
And
if that
what
was
would
correct,
that
but I know it
be?
is. My sign was, in fact, the apprentice.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Right. So here's what we would have gotten. Okay, so we've got Conjuration 45. Everything is 45 and 40 is alteration and illusion, and this is 35. 35, 40, 40, 45, 45. And then enchanting ended up being 10, which is much more like what this is really much more what I was thinking. Before, enchanting was 35. I'm not going to change tabs because I've been having it crash when I do that. But you can go check yourself. Enchanting was 35, and now we have Conjuration 45, which is better. And I'm not sure what's giving Conjuration that boost, that extra 10. As far as I can tell, it shouldn't be the race, or it could be the favored attribute or something. I don't think so though, because that's attributes. No, I really don't get it. But anyway, it's cool, and I'm happy about it. So we're gonna go back to the old, you know, the stats menu. We're gonna go back to the other save, and I will see you there. Okay, so we're back here, right where we took that screenshot. where I took the screenshot off camera rather, and we are back in Balmora just as we were before, and I'm gonna go up here just so we have a little bit of a background, a little bit of contrast for the background. Loading area. Okay, so that when we look at this, we can see what the background is all nice, like we want. So, enchanting is 35, and conjuration is 20, and we just want to switch these. And I have here some console commands that are going to let us do that. So, let us try that. So, I think the only thing we have to do is enable not stat review menu, but class menu. And we're also going to have to give ourselves any of the spells that we learned. We're going to unlearn when we do this. But the stuff that we have inherent from being, you know, from whatever it was that gave us a bunch of spells in the first place, that will all stay with us. So, enable, at least I think it will. Enable class menu. Okay, fill out forms yourself. Magic and willpower. Let's change the name as well to Magic Exceptional Gentleman. We're so exceptional we don't have to obey the law. Major skills. We're Destruction, Alteration, Illusion. Very cool. And Conjuration. Minor skills. I guess this must be a really boring episode, but I'm doing it because I don't want people to say, oh, you changed your stats, you know, you cheated, etc. This is just to show you 100% on the level. Yeah, there's cuts, and okay, it's a little bit on the honor system, but really, like, what? Honestly, why would I cheat this? I'm just switching my stats to what they should have been if I hadn't made a mistake. So yeah, class description. Uses magic to steal, thieve, make off with, and abscond. Also, I mean, adventuring, murdering, solving mysteries, but we all know that already. So look at this, it still says enchanting, but it did get rid of all my spells. Tell you what, I experimented with this a little before, to be fully honest with you. Okay, enchanting. And I'm going to make a new save, and I'm going to overwrite that one. That's not the save from before, that's the save I made when I was screwing up this earlier. I'm going to overwrite that save. And then load it up. And I want to see, I'm pretty sure that it will change after we've loaded it in, it will work. We'll have to add our spells back in, but there's console commands for that as well. And conjuration, but it gives us 20. Okay, so we are going to have to give ourselves more stats as well. So let's see, how do we do that? I'll have to pause right here and come back when I've got the command to give myself specific stats. Okay, I'm back, and I think I've got it right here. You just use a very simple command. So, it should be set conjuration space 45. And it says, it seems to have worked. I think there's a thing here for nothing should be returned, and the typed command will turn blue. So yeah, it should have worked. It doesn't say, conjuration does not seem to have increased, but perhaps again I need to reload. We'll do the same thing, but not for enchanting. We'll make it 10. Right, or just enchant. What is it technically? Enchant. Okay, and we're gonna try another save and reload here. Saving and reloading didn't actually fix it this time. Conjuration is still 20, and enchanting is still 35. And I don't know... Oh, that's not enchanting. I don't know why. Oh look, progress towards skill increase, 100 out of 100. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. Wait a minute. Is it telling me that I should level up right now? Oh man, did it actually count all those toward a level? Because that would be bad. Let's just go try to sleep and see what happens. Up here is bed to use. And let's just see what if it counts that as a level. I don't think it did. So actually, I haven't leveled up in this game yet since I've started playing it again. But I think we will get a message after we woke up from sleeping asking us where to put our points. But it does say that Conjuration is all maxed out, and I don't believe it was like that before. I'm going to load the old save, the very first save, and see whether Conjuration was already at 100 out of 100, because when it gets to 100 out of 100, it should just go to 0 again. No, see, it's at 85, that's what I thought. Enchanting is, of course, at 0 because I haven't enchanted anything. I don't know. What if I try giving it the amount before I move it? So, set Conjuration 45. Okay, seems to have worked. Still says 20. Let's go ahead and save over. Let's make a new one of these. GSLPSF2. Go. I will never know what that is later, but hopefully I'll just delete these after a little time has gone by. Okay, now let's load that up. See if that helped anything. Or perhaps I have to exit a cell and go back in, like exit to exterior or something. That would be kind of weird. Enchanting 35, Conjuration 20. Weird, and it still says 85. I don't know. This is why I thought that I might take an entire episode to do this, because I knew there would be problems. Still 20. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Do I need to read something that I missed? Because the notes here say stuff like, use caution when increasing speed and acrobatics because you'll go flying off and you'll get stuck in places. But I don't see anything about, like, you know, some kind of... Oh, I know what it is. It is actually one of the warnings that is on here. Huh? I think that's what the problem is. I have to do this dealie right here. Player... See, to me, this is also a kind of game, so I don't mind doing it as set Conjuration 45, and that it recognized that, and now Conjuration is indeed 45. So we should be able to go ahead and do the same thing for enchant to 10, and then we'll move them, and then if we have to, that should be good as well. So let's check that out. Enchanting is now 10. Alright, now let's go to enable. Oh, let's get back to the console here. Enable. Let's do it from the right click. Let's try the stat review menu. No, let's try the class menu. I think it'll go to the stat review menu later anyway. Do this. We have to. I'll just do all this again and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did it again. I did the class menu and I set everything up, but it hasn't updated yet. So I saved it, and now we'll load it. And it seems like I did overwrite my old statfix save there, just by mistake, but who cares? We're doing it again. This time on the street level. And Conjuration is now 45. Good. We are gonna have to relearn all our spells, and enchanting should be down here somewhere at 10. Excellent. Very, very good. Instruction is 30. So nothing else got reset. He's still learned what they learned. Conjuration still has more to go. Apparently, it is now 65 instead of 85 out of 100 for some reason, but that's fine. I don't care. As long as it's a major skill, we can actually use it toward our level when it finally does level up. It was really good that we did this before we gained any skill in either of these, just for the sake of fairness and stuff. All this should be the same. Our strength is really low, and our agility is quite low. Agility would really be better if it was higher. But I think we're going to get more agility. Governing attributes. Agility is right here under marksman. And sneak. So we are going to hopefully get more agility because it's useful for our class. You know, we're a magic steel guy. We're using short blade. It would be great if we were more agile. Okay guys, so now all we need to do is add the spells. And I have the... I can just do the spells pretty straightforwardly using my screenshot. So I'm going to exit out of this and open up the console, click on the player. Now everything I do will be targeted toward me. So add spell, and you can also do it like this with the writing player and then add spell. But this is the easier way, so we'll do it like this. Add spell, and I think the first one is bound longbow. Okay, and we should now have bound longbow, good. And then the next one is buoyancy. So let's take a look at that. B-U-O-Y-N-C. Go. And there's buoyancy. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest. I think it's just actually fireball, Lucy's open door. Anyway, I have the list in front of me, so I'll just add those in, and we'll do compare and contrast later. Okay guys, I think that's it. I think I've done it. I think I've managed to switch conjuration and enchanting successfully to what they would have been at the start of the game, or rather at what they would be right now if I had set the game up properly. I've got all the spells that I had again. I've counted them out, and I've counted them both times, and nothing's on here that I haven't gotten from the other list, so it must be correct. And if it's not, I will probably miss. If I don't miss a spell, who cares? And that's it. I think that's gonna do it for this episode of just for those. I mean, another thing is it's good for those people who maybe are you know, want to learn how to use the console. The old tilde key or backtick, I don't know. It's all really, the wiki is quite good at explaining stuff, and I just fumble around until I figure it out. But some people prefer to learn that way. I don't know. That's how I learned to play EU4, basically, kind of. So except I watched people who knew what they were doing a bit more. So, you know, right? I mean, let's just end the episode. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't wait until we get a hat that is a little less silly, but on the other hand, look at this hat. Look at how pointy her head looks, and how like perfectly flat, and how like, look at those sleeves. They're so thick. They're such thick sleeves. Anyway, and look at it's actually quite good texture on that ruby there. Anyway, see you guys next time. Get out of here, buddy. Bye-bye.